So now we'll start with the orthopedics, right? First, we will study the test done in orthopedics, right? First, we'll study about the modified Schober test. This test is done for ankylosing spondylitis. What happens in this test? Like, this is the person standing. The person will bend, and first we'll measure it with a tape, like from here to here we'll measure it, right? And then again, after bending, we'll again measure those 2 points. And if the distance is more than 10, if the distance is increased by I think it's 5, then it's diagnostic of ankylosing spondylitis. Okay, so then we'll go for the second test. Now the second test we're talking is Adam forward bending test. We have Adam forward bending test. Okay, what happened in this test? Like, we will tell that person to stand and then bend. When the person will bend, we'll see that one side is up and another down, right? So this will tell us about structural scoliosis, that is postural scoliosis. Okay, then third test we will talk about this modified Allen's test. Okay, so we have this is basically to check the patency of palmar arc. Okay, so this is the third test. Then we talk about the fourth test. Fourth test is limb fourth test is Thomas test. So this is Thomas test. What happens in this? The flexion is decreased, right? And when what happens, the person is like laying flat, and you will take one knee of the person. This is like the face of the person, right? You will take one knee and you will push it. Or you will pull it towards yourself. Pull one knee towards you, like this patient will do it, right? And what happens, this limb raises on other side. So this is known as in this the flexion is decreased and we see iliopsoas contracture. We see iliopsoas contractures, right? Then next we see and this is Ober's test, I think. This is for this is for the iliotibial. Basically what happens, band contracture is there, like this is the patient, right, lying down. This is the patient, this is the face of the patient, like this, you know. So what happens, one knee is going back and another knee is like this, you know. So when you are doing this, pulling this knee back like this and flexing it back, you know, somebody is pushing it like this. So what happens, there would be like iliotibial, there will be band contractures. Okay, Ober's test. This is really confusing, so let's move forward. Then we have the sixth one, that is bad. So what we do in this is we will adduct and this will lead to dislocation. Okay, and then we have, this is Barlow's test. Then we have orthotest test. This is adduct. Okay, so these are the tests we are doing. After that we have, okay, then we have the roots test. Okay, what happens in roots test? There is EEAST, right? So what happens, you will go for abduct the arm plus open close fingers. Okay, first you will, like, this is the person, right? So this person will abduct arms and open close, then open fingers. Then what will happen? So what will happen here is, you will look for any symptoms. That is neurogenic and vascular, arterial and venous occlusion. Okay, so we have abduction, extension, and then what happens of arm, right? So like when we are abducting and extending the arm, and along with that you will see disappearance of radial pulse. So this means there is vascular occlusion. Okay, so next test we have is the phalanx test. So what happens here, this is also known as reverse namaste. The most specific is carpal tunnel syndrome test is Durkin test, where median nerve is compressed. Carpal tunnel syndrome, and test is Durkin test, right? So what happens here, actually median nerve is compressed. So what happens, this is like this. This is the Durkin test. This could be 11. Then we have the 12. This is Finkel Steen's test. अब पी ले XPB. This is adductor pollicis longus extensor pollicis brevis. Then we have extensor pollicis. No, okay, this one is extensor pollicis brevis. Okay. Okay. Then we have Cozen test. Like what you will do, this is actually counter force test for tennis elbow, right? So this is EC or B, EC or L. This happens in tennis elbow. So we have the lateral epicondylitis. उसमें होता है. Basically what is happening, like this is your hand, right? Okay, so next is we have routine is Latchman test. What happens in Latchman? There is a knee which is at the angle of 20 to 30 degree, right? And उसको flexion में रखा हुआ है. So what happens? We will go for 90 degree flexion of knee, that is anterior rod rest. Then we have the meniscal injury, that is a rotational injury. उसके लिए हम कौन सा टेस्ट करेंगे? थिसैली टेस्ट. जैसे थैलाइवा डांस होता है वैसे थिसैलीज टेस्ट. ओके, देन वी हैव Murray test. Then we have Okay, so then we have lab test, right? So this is pad. This is cord test. This is dab cover test. So this is pad, dab. So this is palmar introshine, and this is dorsal interossei. Then this is basically unipennate, and this is bipinnate. This is then we have book test. Like this is the book, and a person will be holding the book, right, like this. And what happens, a normal person will be like holding it normally, but if a person is like bending his hands and all, so this is flexion, that is froment sign. And this is basically for umbilicus. Then we have 19. This is Wartenberg sign. And then we have knuckle bender supplant. This is median. This is ulnar nerve. This will go for flexion, extension. Flexion is MCP, that is metacarpal, and this is interphalangeal. Atrophy of thin arm muscles, that is apex of the thumb. Then we have the pointed index epiphyseal, then we have the pen test abduction. This is the primary one, median nerve supplies all the nerve except the adductor pollicis, 1 to 2 lumbricals. Okay, then we have the cock-up splint, then we have the aeroplane splint, and then we have the foot drop. Total spinning for foot drop. Then we have the CPN. This is foot drop, CPN palsy, that is steepage or slapping gait. This is impaired. Then there is no dorsiflexion, there is eversion of foot, and there is a reduced injury of foot and this. Okay, so we have completed all this. Okay, so let me just revise all of these. So what are the tests? First we have the modified Schauber's test. This is for ankylosing spondylitis, right? And then we have the Adam forward bending test. Again, this is for scoliosis. Then we have the modified Allen test. Okay, this is to check the patency of palmar arc. Then we have the Thomas test. This is basically iliopsoas contractures, if we have iliopsoas contractures. Then we have Ober's test. This is basically for band contractures, if we have any. Then we have the Bartoli's test, that is because for dislocation. And Otolani test, this is basically for DDH, that is development dysplasia of hip. Okay, then we have the Roos test. Roos test is for neurogenic vascular arterial venous occlusion. Abduction, extension of the arm, disability vascular occlusion. Then we have carpal tunnel syndrome test, that is Rutkin test. Median nerve is compressed, more specifically. This is for carpal tunnel syndrome. Then we have the Finkelstein test. This is for decumbens tenosynovitis, right? Then we have the that is basically for tennis elbow or lateral epicondylitis. Then we have the Lodgman test, that is knee 20 to 30 degree flexion, meniscal injury, rotational injury, अगर कोई rotational injury हो गई तो. Then we have the McCard-Muller test, है ना. These are basically for ulnar nerve के test होते हैं, ulnar nerve को test करने के लिए. Then book test is for lumbricals, ulnar nerve के वो बताए हुए हैं. ठीक है, ये सब ये सारी स्क्रीन. Okay, so we have done with the topic. Thank you.